When you see news happening, let us know. Grab your phone and hit record and become part of the Newcap news team. It could make you $100 richer. If you capture news happening, drop us an email at tvnews@newcap.ca.
Well, recently released statistics highlighting elder abuse in Canada has prompted local action. As we see in this month's edition of In Your Community, the Interval Home is working with a team of local services to tackle the issue.
Elder abuse. It's a dilemma among an aging population, with Alberta and Saskatchewan experiencing the highest rates in the country.
When you kind of look at that information, it really paints a picture of needing to come up with a specific solution.
The Interval Home recently received grant dollars from the Alberta government to explore the issue in Lloydminster and surrounding communities.
Seniors have a unique set of circumstances surrounding them. And so we want to kind of learn a little bit more about that, and then in response create a solution or a response to unique to seniors in Lloydminster.
The Interval Home has partnered with the Lloydminster Sexual Assault Centre and other like-minded organizations in the community to strengthen existing resources.
Not enough is known about the specific set of circumstances, and not enough is known in Lloydminster about what we need to do about it. So that's our group's intent.
And according to Statistics Canada, general assault is the highest occurrence among seniors, with many seniors being abused by a spouse or a child.
I think some of those unique pieces around elder abuse keeps it a bit more hidden. And I think that's the challenge, is when it's hidden, we don't really know what's happening, and we don't know enough about it to really speak with much authority on it.
As the group continues their efforts to better serve and intervene on elder abuse, the Interval Home encourages anyone experiencing abuse to reach out to existing community resources.
Well, the third annual Todd Gustafson Battle of the Badges is set to take place March 3rd, and both squads have already begun prepping for the showdown. Josh Ryan has more on the game's importance to the participants and their community.
Firefighters and police officers are eager to continue what is becoming a staple sporting event in the border city, where the public sees a different side of those wearing a badge.
It's great for the community to see all their public safety working together, and in a little bit more fun capacity than what people usually see the fire department and police at.
We're not, 24 hours a day policemen. We have to be have some time to relax. So it's very important for us.
Several major sponsors are already on board for the game, which will support Kids Sport and the Before School Breakfast program.
And I've said all along my time here, we have a very supportive community for the police and as well as the fire department here. It's quite evident every day.
Players from both teams participated in a skills competition with local media members to start the week and prep for the showdown.
Being public safety, we do work a lot with our local media, so it's great to get our media involved and have some fun here today and try and give some lessons to our friends at the RCMP.
Despite notions of letting go of the rivalry, the playful banter is heating up.
Traditionally, the RCMP have played a little dirty during the game with some hooking and tripping.
I think that's pretty harsh. I mean, we play within the rules. That's what we do, right? We're the police, so we play within the rules.
Since the RCMP has won the previous two contests, the fire department will need a much stronger showing. However, Newton is confident this year will be different.
Well, it's going to take probably a 12-pack of donuts, a few coffee gift cards, and I think we'll emerge victorious.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
While Lloydminster residents may remember a group named Streetscapes, this group has now rebranded and is now focused on doing more for downtown businesses. The Downtown Lloydminster Business Improvement District is an arm of the city, mostly responsible for the beautification and economic development of downtown.
We consist of property owners in the downtown area, business owners, and employees in downtown, and that's just vital because our board exists to kind of be a voice to the city for our downtown, and we want to hear from the public what they would like our downtown to be.
While the board does not have a ton of say in revitalization talks, they have looked at different communities to get an idea on how to rejuvenate downtown.
There's definitely a lot of different downtown business improvement districts that we look at, and there's lots that we can learn from other cities that are doing a really good job with their downtown.
Some main goals for the Downtown Lloydminster Improvement District include increasing entrepreneurship, 2 new events downtown per quarter, and updating in branding and marketing. Well, a local woman is bringing the best of what the wedding industry has to offer to the brides-to-be in Lloydminster. Weddings on the Border started as a passion project for Kaylee Franklin in 2008. Since then, the event has helped many Lloydminster brides with all their wedding day needs.
So about 10 years ago, I was approached by another person in the same industry saying that we really needed to bring people from Lloyd and other areas and really tell them what Lloyd had to offer.
Franklin says Weddings on the Border offers brides in Lloydminster region more reasons to shop local.
The first year I had 35 exhibitors. We've had close to 90 now. So it's definitely grown. We are seeing decreases in some larger bridal shows like Edmonton and Saskatoon because Lloyd is pulling the brides from those shows.
Weddings on the Border will be hosted in the Alberta Room at the Lloydminster Exhibition Grounds this Saturday. Well, for some, the Saskatchewan Party has been a constant fixture of the political landscape, but it has only been 20 years since the party was formed. Brian Lent shows us in this week's edition of Retrospect where the Sask Party comes from and where it goes from here with a new premier.
Three very different men, one common goal: to lead the party that many feel is the future of Saskatchewan. Yogi Hugabert, Rod Gantifor, and Elwyn Hermanson are the men aiming to become the first leader of the Saskatchewan Party. Wednesday night, the three made a stop in Lloydminster for a public forum, speaking on their platforms and addressing concerns.
Elwyn Hermanson would go on to win the leadership, and current party members say they owe a lot to that original generation.
When the 8 MLAs, 4 Liberals and 4 Conservatives came together and formed the new party, it was a scary and daunting thing for them. A lot of people don't realize how big a step they were actually taking.
Now, after 13 years under the leadership of Brad Wall and 10 years in government, Thorsteinson says the party is united behind new leader and Premier Scott Moe.
Which is what we needed to do. We didn't want to be divided after this. Scott brought the entire caucus together, and the entire party will come together.
Thorsteinson adds the Sask Party will have some challenges in the years ahead.
We are facing some challenges right now with down resource revenues that weren't where they were, but we are a fiscally, financially responsible party, and we want to get back to balance. We don't want to, as they say, kick the can down the road to the next generation.
That's all for Retrospect. I'm Brian Lentz.
This is Newcap Sports.
Battle at the Border. It sounds like a name of a war, and it was, sort of. The Lloydminster Boxing Club held its first card since reopening in January 2017, and as Lance Phillips explains, it was a major success in more ways than one.
After nearly 20 years without a boxing card, Lloydminster had a chance to show off some of its local fighters in the Battle at the Border held Saturday by the Lloydminster Boxing Club at Rolling Green Fairways.
I'm so excited about how it turned out. We have so many clubs here, we have so many people here. It's a sold out event within like a week, so it's definitely one of the most memorable things I'll ever do.
Well, I'm super proud, and I can't wait for the next one, but no, I was amazed at how good it went, and how happy people were when they came and when they left,
The local club featured 2 fighters in elite classes, beginning with Darcy Fazer, who earned the 91-kilogram belt after defeating Fabricio Mancia out of Calgary's Olympus Boxing Club, an opponent with much more experience and fights to his name than Fazer.
I wasn't exactly at 100%, so I tried to keep a steady pace and just not focus on anyone else but my opponent, and just do the best that I could.
In the other bout, Lloydminster's Emil Smith earned a split decision over Chase Wilford of Westchester Boxing Club, an opponent Smith's become very familiar with since a fight between the two at Westchester's King of the Jungle card in December.
Out of the red corner!
he knows how I box and I know how he boxes, so I got to switch it up for a bit. So it was good that I got in the inside for a bit, and I didn't want to stay outside too long because he's got the reach on me, and didn't want to get touched by his left hand. He could definitely hurt somebody with that.
Starting with the left hook.
Burgess has spent his share of time in the ring, and although he hung up his gloves long ago, the pressure of a fight isn't lost on him as a coach, especially at home.
Where's the right hook once in a while, Darcy?
Yeah, sometimes being a coach can be more stressful than fighting, to be honest with you. It's definitely stressful, you know. You got all these kids that you train for so long and adults, you know, you want to see them win.
It's every single emotion you got put into one, and it's just, you feel like puking, you feel like crying, you feel like smiling, you feel like cheering.
Okay, let's get it going. Let's get it going this round. Okay. Push it, all right?
You got it.
All right.
For a little over a year, the Lloydminster Boxing Club has been giving kids a place to go and has been churning out some of the most elite boxers in Alberta and Saskatchewan. And if tonight's attendance of over 250 is any indication, that trend is not about to stop anytime soon. Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports, Lloydminster.